Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney, and here joined with me are my two great friends and great co-hosts, Henry Montiero and Ricky Baldazan. And if you don't know what we do here at Talking Shit, we do this shit or whatever it is, and then one of us brings in a topic of discussion, and we talk some shit about that topic. And today we have a great topic of discussion from a good friend of ours, Ricky Baldazan. Ricky, what is your topic?
The tooth fairies exposed breasts made the child uncomfortable.
What is your favorite Batman story?
Okay.
Not best, favorite.
Yeah, favorite.
The difference.
Corn on the cob.
I think the best, I'm just going to say it out front, is Hush.
Yeah.
That's not my favorite. But I think it's like the best told story. I don't know. What did you think? We had you read Hush the other day.
I enjoy it. It kind of felt to me like too much of a perfect Batman story.
Because it has everything.
It's just too good.
No, it's just like it has everything in it. It just feels like so typical of Batman that it's like I prefer like off the beaten path stuff.
So Henry, what's your favorite Batman story?
Eat my ass.
Where is it?
I just talked about it.
They don't... People who watch these videos don't...
Okay, here you go. It's Arkham Asylum, a serious house on serious earth. What more do you want?
To explain why you like it. Because people who might watch this video might not watch the other videos.
Because I'm pretentious, okay?
Okay.
It's because I like Grant Morrison and I'm an asshole.
Okay. But what are some of your favorite parts of Arkham Asylum? Because I do like that. It's I did an article a while ago of like my top 10 favorites of Batman, and Arkham Asylum was like 9, I think. So I do appreciate.
I love it just because of like how much Grant Morrison went on his own path with how he sees Batman. Because I like that's something that comic writers don't do enough. They're like, we have to keep the characters as everyone sees them, which eventually like leads to them being, taking another term from TV tropes, Flanderized.
Okay.
Because Flanders slowly went from being like the perfect neighbor to the Christian neighbor.
Yeah.
And so like that's what happens with like superheroes, where it's like they take like, what do people like, and then they make them bigger and bigger. Like Batman is just like, what do people like about Batman? Oh, he can beat anyone.
Yeah.
And so it's now like he can beat anyone. So it's just like they have stories where he's like fighting Darkseid.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And so
and that's why I'm mainly just a Batman fan. I'm not really a DC fan, because a universe where Superman and Batman exists in the same universe does not make sense, like, whatsoever. Marvel makes a little more sense.
Because everything there is kind of more near the middle of cynical versus idealistic.
Exactly.
Yeah. But so like Sonic the Hedgehog. But no, like Grant Morrison just went and made like his own Batman.
Yeah.
That no one else has done, because it was like he was doing it like when everyone was like Batman is just like a sociopath.
Right.
Where it's just like Batman is like stoic, hates everyone. And it's like Grant Morrison took that and made it genius, because what he did was he made it so that Batman was just this tiny little boy who still wasn't over his parents' death. Mm-hmm. And that influenced who he was. So he's just a sexually repressed little boy with mommy issues.
God, I can't wait to get home and play all the Batman games. I just can't fucking wait. Just fucking swing.
And then like
Grant Morrison is definitely a special writer in the Batman universe.
And so you take Batman, you turn him into that, but then you mix it with a story of how Arkham was founded with Amadeus Arkham.
Yeah.
And that shit is fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not even going to talk about it, because they just released like the new anniversary edition, and I want everyone who watches this to go out and buy it.
Yeah, read Arkham Asylum, a serious house on a serious third. It's definitely...
I am not...
Again, I'm very prestigious in what I choose as good Batman stories and what isn't.
He is.
And
I'm with them all
and
the
Arkham
time.
Asylum, a serious house on a serious earth, was in my top 10. It was like 8 or 9 or somewhere around there.
It's my favorite because I'm an asshole.
You want to hear something messed up?
Yeah, let's hear some of your stuff, Ricky.
No, I said something messed up.
Oh, messed up?
I think that's the only one I haven't read.
Wow.
I haven't read it.
No, yeah, it's really good. It's really
Yeah.
interesting. It takes Batman on a whole another.
I've been
level.
wanting to read it for
Yeah.
the longest time.
Yeah, I wish I owned that one. Like the first time I read it, I got it from like a library or something, and then I think I owned it for a little bit, but I don't know where it is anymore.
Right.
But Henry's gone. Ricky's. I've been spending so much time with both of you. It's just.
Oh, I know.
We just finished our Batman Arkham Extravaganza. This isn't part of this topic.
I know, but I wanted to show that I found this.
But we just finished our Batman Arkham Extravaganza, and I've spent too much time with these two for the last 2 days.
More him.
Yeah.
Both of you, because you got there actually before he did.
But then I left.
But then you left. So actually, like equal amount of time, basically.
'Cause I went away.
For our lives to be over, Ricky.
Over Ricky.
What is your favorite Batman story of all time?
So
George.
this is really hard for me.
I know it's really hard for both of us.
Yeah.
And when I made my list, I took like months to figure it out.
Like, I didn't even think about this at all since I heard about us doing this subject. So I kind of want to mention 3, and as I'm talking about these 3, I'm going to make my decision.
Okay.
If that's fine.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Okay. So I'm going to go out and shoot 0 Year.
Okay.
Because I remember you making me read this. And we all know Scott Snyder is godlike in a way.
Not so much anymore, but he was.
Not so much anymore, but he was, especially with 0 Year. I think it's ultimate perfection through and through. It stopped me from sleeping at your house.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just awake reading it. Like, it takes a lot for me not to want to sleep because I don't get a lot of sleep.
He's a sleepy boy.
So I mean, that enough to me like proves that this is an amazing Batman novel. It's great. Other one, Death of the Family.
Death of the Family. Okay. That one's interesting too.
It was just it's really, really interesting.
Like just like how it happened too. Like people got to vote on like his fucking whether he lived or died.
People hated Jesus.
Oh yeah, he was when they introduced him. They did it.
Are we gonna say the name? Or
what of Death of the Death in the Family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is
if you're not a Batman, if you're a Batman fan and you don't know that they killed Jason Todd in that.
Yeah,
Then you're not a Batman fan.
Like,
that's like from the 80s. Like,
Yeah,
we kept like
spoiler
avoiding.
alert.
We kept like avoiding the name because it was like they voted on him to die, and it was like, are we not saying?
No, I was just saying him because you would fucking figure who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I thought it was just like how it was interesting of how that like went about, and his story when they introduced Jason Todd, it was not that great.
Yeah.
But then after that, they totally made his character way more interesting.
Yeah. I think it's just one of the most brutal Batman novels.
It was like one of
out
the
there.
first like brutal like storylines. Yeah.
Where it's just like there's no like real like there is, but there isn't a real like stop to it. Like it's just this fucking roller coaster of just hell.
Yeah.
Like absolute hell.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna kick that out as being my number one because I actually consider that more of a Joker novel than anything else. I think it's more
Kind of like The Killing Joke.
kind of like The Killing Joke, where it's just I think that's more like it is a Batman novel, but I think that's more like if it's not a straight up Joker novel, it's Joker and Batman themselves.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the best stories of Batman.
Yeah, of Batman, and I think I finally have it. I think my absolute number one is Long Halloween.
Long Halloween.
I was wondering when someone was going to mention that.
I think Long Halloween because that's another like.
I think that's the definitive Batman story.
Yeah, I think exactly, and I think like from that's another one of those things like from our video game video. It's a very personal thing with me because that's the first one I bought. The first one I took time, like sat down and was just like, I'm not going to do anything but focus on this because of how long it is, and it's a beautiful novel. When I think Batman comic book art, I think of this.
Oh yeah.
I think of this of Long Halloween.
It's beautiful. It takes a bit to get used to, kind of like Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
No, I got used to Long Halloween way faster than Arkham Asylum.
Dude, I love the art to Arkham Asylum.
I've seen it. I just haven't read it. But yeah, I think it's such a strong story. It didn't take a lot for me to get into it. Kind of like straight into it. Like this is the storyline. This is what's gonna happen. Go.
Yeah, and like it was cool because you didn't really know like how long the Batman was there.
Yeah.
It was when you got into Dark Victory. That's when you figure, okay, this is where they are in this timeline.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you weren't like I think the story is so good. You're not worrying about like when this is happening, what Batman this is. You know what I mean? Like you're just kind of like, this is a really good story. I don't care. I just want to see where this fucking goes.
Yeah.
And it had everybody.
Yep.
It had everybody like you wanted to see in it. It didn't leave people out.
And in like whether it was in big ways or small ways, like it was really cool.
Yeah. You're number one.
I mean, this is hard for me.
You love Batman.
You're the biggest Batman fan at this table.
If Alan was at this table, he would definitely be number one. But
have Alan as a guest.
Like it's hard for me. Like I love Zero Year. I love Zero Year. It's definitely like a thematic way of storytelling, very movie centric. All that good stuff, or like very movie centric in the way of how they like reveal the story, like how they show off that story is very much like a Christopher Nolan film, and it's really cool.
Do you have a copy I can borrow of it?
Yeah, I do. I have both parts.
Crap, well. I forgot to bring your copy of Hitchhiker's Guide.
I'm never gonna get that book back again. If you've been keeping up, I lent Henry Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and every time.
I have it out, like, ready to give to you, but I just keep forgetting.
Yeah,
we also need to do an exchange for, like, you letting me borrow Hush and me giving you back your Harry Potter books, because I don't think I'm ever going to get around to it, to be completely honest.
You can.
No, I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make you keep those because I have my own set.
Okay.
You love that.
And I need you to finish that Velvet Underground book.
Oh, shit.
If you ever get around to it.
I'm never gonna get around to it. I might as well just give it back to you. I'm so busy. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to Batman's story. Like I really love Zero Year. I really love Long Halloween. But I think my favorite Batman story is Court of Owls.
Oh fuck! I forgot about Court of Owls.
I think Court of Owls is my favorite one.
Honorable mention Court of Owls.
And again, if you've been keeping up with what we've been talking about in recent videos, I'm currently in the middle of playing Arkham Knight, and I hope I know they're not going to be part of like the main story or anything, but I hope to see a Court of Owls reference at some point. Cool. Because that story, man, like a good friend of ours, Ian Enriquez, does not like Court of Owls like whatsoever. He thinks it's really dumb. You didn't fucking finish it, Ian. That's why.
Yeah, you didn't finish it.
And I even think like the first part of like what he read, he only read Volume 1, which doesn't go into the Night of Owls or the City of Owls. I forget which one's which. But it's just so well done and so perfect, and the emotional pull it brings, especially at the end, and the mystery behind it, because they don't spell it out for you. It's totally up to you on whether or not that's true or not.
The thing
I don't want to ruin it for you guys because it's so you don't expect it coming.
Just the thing about this book, at least like when you made me read it, it doesn't feel like it's a new Batman book, because it feels like the whole.
It feels like it could be like a classic tale from the Batman run.
Like thinking about the storyline to it, like how come no one has thought about this before, because of how perfect it is.
Oh yeah.
Like owls, bats, natural predators. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Why hasn't that been a Batman reoccurring Batman theme?
That sounds so good. I'll buy my own copy of it.
It's really good.
I think you'd really like it. I don't want to ruin anything from either Court of Owls, but also from Arkham Knight. So I'm playing through Arkham Knight, man. It might get up there.
I've been watching them play through Arkham Knight, and let me tell you.
I tell you what.
I tell you what.
I'm surprised no one mentioned Year One.
Year One is good.
It's good. It's just I don't think it's enough to be good.
I don't think it holds up as well. A lot of people think it's still the best Batman story, but I don't agree with that.
I mean, you think Dark Knight Returns holds up?
Oh yeah, that story is fucking awesome.
Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, how do you not like that story?
But guys, Dark Knight Strikes Again. Am I right?
No, that's terrible. That's a terrible story.
Because that's after Frank Miller just went like...
Yeah, Frank Miller went downhill, man.
And then he wrote Holy Terror, and no one will hire him.
And they announced, like, Dark Knight Returns, like, the sequel, and everybody's excited. And it's like, do you not remember what happened with Strikes Again? Do you not fucking remember that shit? Frank Miller sucks now. Don't, just stop. But, yeah,
Holy Terror was so goddamn awful.
The Dark Knight Returns is definitely a good one, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Court of Owls.
Are there any other like classic Batman stories we want to talk about before we end?
Like just like sort of honorable little mentions. Hush.
Dark Knight Returns.
Hush.
The Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke. I mean, like how?
Like it's not as Batman centric, but it's still like, a great Batman.
It wouldn't be in the top 10 Batman stories, but it would definitely be in like the top 10 comics. Probably like just in like how good and how important it is.
It's in my top 10 Batman comics.
Alan Moore is probably still the best comic book writer of all time, just in how much he changed the industry. Even when he was just doing like Swamp Thing, which was just handed to him, that comic is incredible.
Yeah. Anything else that we should mention? Hush, definitely.
Hush is for sure. There's no fucking way.
Hush is a Batman story. To me, like, Smells Like Teen Spirit is a Nirvana song. Because it's like everything they did encapsulated into one thing. Mm-hmm. And just like presented in like the most perfect way. Mm-hmm. Where it's like you read it and it's like, it's no one's, if you're a Batman fan, it's no one's favorite.
Yeah.
But it's
appreciated.
But it's like in everyone's top 10.
Unless you're Jack Moody and that's the only Batman comic you read.
The list goes on.
I love Batman comics.
Hush.
The list goes on. But anyway, thank you for joining us here at Talking Shit. As a reminder, one of us brings in a topic of discussion, and we talked some shit about it. Today was favorite Batman stories. Mine was Court of Owls.
Long Halloween,
and Henry
is a pretentious asshole.
Who loves Arkham Asylum, Mysterious House on Mysterious Earth. What are your favorite Batman stories? Leave them in the comments below. What do you think of our favorite Batman stories? And if you have any topics of discussion you want us to talk some shit about, you can tweet at us at Bayazona Gamers. You can tweet at me at Banandler and you can tweet Henry at Henrysaurus. You can't tweet Ricky because he's a basic bitch. And you can also email us at bayazonagamers@gmail.com. Talking Shit episodes go up every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with other shows on our BTG channel going up Mondays and Fridays. And until next time, have a great day full of shit talking. Thank you.